right, y'all. Listen, y'all been giving me a hard time in the chat this whole time. So, what's going on, chat? How's everybody feeling? There he is, baby. I got my guy BIGLean in the house. BIGLean, what's going on, man? Let me turn this music down just a little bit that I got for our background here.
All right, what's going on, everybody?
Hey, comms are up. I can hear you good. We got a few people in the chat, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are in the kitchen live. BIGLean has been doing this anabolic cookbook for quite some time. The dude is down almost 100 pounds. He's been crushing the game. Fitness for life. You know, we go way back. But listen, man, I'm not gonna do all the talking. I want you to share whatever you want. Kind of share what we're about to get into. What inspired maybe some of your the journey to come here, and you do you, man. So I'm just glad you're here with me tonight.
Oh man, it is a pleasure. So everybody can finally see who's been jumping on the chat, just hijacking it, just saying what's up, showing love, and then disappearing. But yeah, this is me, the myth, the legend, BIGLean. But yeah, so I am here today to just oh, my son's trying to come over here. I'm just
Bring
here
him in,
today
man.
just to you want to come in? AJ, you want to say hi? Come here.
Family first.
Over here, buddy. He's eating his apples. Come here.
Hey,
This
man.
is my little mini NFL player.
Gosh,
right
he's big, dude. He's gotten so
say
big
hi,
like the
hi.
last year.
Say hi. Look at him. We call him Tank. This is BIGLean's son, Tank. Come on, son. Get out of here.
What's up, Tank? Family for
all
life.
right, so family all day. That's it. That was my driving force to just dropping the weight, getting healthier, and like kind of just taking care of myself, so I could play with my sons. You know, there's a game we play a lot of times where we shouldn't do it, but we run around the house just chasing each other, and you know they're getting out of breath before me. Go figure.
You've been putting in work, man. Talk about it, cause look, before we jump into this meal, cause look, he put me on these protein pizzas. I actually see Brian in the chat. I know I put him on to the protein pizzas, and he's had a heck of a
Yes.
start to the year. You know, in this fitness journey. But look, man, the you know, AJ and your sons inspired it, but what's kept you there? What's been able to keep you on this grind for the last? I mean, talk about the 100 pounds or almost
Sure,
there.
sure, sure. So, as a matter of fact, it's really funny you mentioned that because literally I was trying to do the math, and about a year and 4 months ago, that's when I really made the change. Of course, I'm someone who's been struggling with this weight his entire life. I put on my Instagram page a nearly 500-pound man. Literally, my highest recorded weight was 472 pounds, and whew, man, just thinking about it, scary. That really broke my heart when I heard that. But literally, nearly 500 pounds,
Hey,
and
when you hear that, that's a follow. So we got to throw up Jacoda 5. What's going on? Hey, thanks for the follow.
hey, thanks for the follow.
Yep, there's a high
Appreciate it.
five right
Appreciate it.
there.
Welcome to the FBH fam.
Welcome to the fam.
So anyway, yeah, once nearly 500 pounds, 472, highest recorded weight at the doctor's office. I was thinking about something because as I'm waiting for you to connect me on live, I'm realizing I'm just standing here and I feel fine, right? But go back a year and 4 months ago, I couldn't stand up. If I stood for too long, my back got tired.
It's
You
crazy.
know, it is. I mean, seriously, like I remember I'd be at church and they'd be like, stand to your feet. And I'd be like, oh God, not again. You know, and seriously, I could stand all day. I don't feel nothing. My back feels loose. It feels strong. You know, I go to the chiropractor. I feel great. And, you know, I definitely say a major contributor was the weight loss. So,
Well, dude, I
yeah, I
remember
think the
too
exact,
back even when like because we both have had some issues in the lower back over the years, but I remember it would take you out for days, and it was like a very hard
yeah,
recovery. And I mean, I don't think that I've heard
yeah,
you really, you know, you haven't at least shared that with me for quite some time. So like that inflammation, that stress that comes on the
yeah.
body, just being having extra pounds. Like I feel like, dude, it's just been such a great year for you, man. So
For sure, for sure. And then, you know, with my back, the curve was off, and I guess all the extra pressure on the weight. I think my father once told me that a pound of weight is like 10 pounds of pressure on your knees or something like that. Something
crazy.
along those lines. It's like it's 10 times greater. So you're down nearly 100. I mean, you know, what is that? Almost 1,000 pounds, you know, off my joints. I'm sure they say thank you. And you know what? They're thanking me back because they're working really well. And I really appreciate that.
That's right.
So, So like I was saying though, like so what about this whole anabolic kitchen? So first I got to give major shout out to my mentor, my coach, my trainer, Jimmy, the fat burning coach Leach. All right, he
Yes.
he has he has stuck by my side at all times. I mean, I'm talking about I met him in 2014. I didn't get serious until 2019. And literally, he never discouraged me. He never made me feel bad. He never said, oh, here we go again. Never. He just said, come on, bro, let's get it. You got to do it. You got to stick to the food. You got to stick to the food. I don't care everything you're doing here. You got to stick to the food. And I tried it. The typical bodybuilder: chicken, rice, and broccoli. Or I used to do Atkins. Anybody do that? Oh, I'm sorry, no carbs. Anybody heard carbs is the enemy? I'm sure none of you ever heard this, but this is big secret. Carbs are bad because food robs banks. Food is actually a bad thing, and that's nonsense. First of all, there is no bad food. Food is not going to hold you up at gunpoint and ask for your mom's purse. Food is not going to go and steal your car. Food is not stealing money from other countries and embezzling it and building a Swiss bank account. Food is amoral. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just a thing.
It's there,
It's the
right?
choices you make. It's the choices you make. That's what's bad. That's what's bad. So there's no particular food that's bad. I had a buddy of mine. He said, I'm gonna make my food. I'm gonna have a little breakfast. I'm not a little breakfast. I'm gonna have a little bit of a. Oh, we got a chat going on.
Yeah, check in there, man. People are lighting up the chat.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Check it in while you're chatting here, man. They're showing you
What
love
we got? What we got?
and look.
We appreciate you being. Oh yes, listen. I appreciate you being here. That's who I appreciate, man. Just this nearly 500-pound man, no more. You know, out the 400s. I haven't been under 400 pounds in, I want to say, what, 7 years? What is it? 2021? I dare say 8 years, JG.
Think about that, man. I mean, that is
Eight
amazing.
years, man, to even question it. But no, so now I'm on the goal running on 300 pounds. You guys just wait till I get to where I'm going to be. I'm just going to just pause and go on this little rabbit trail for a minute.
Yeah,
My
yeah. Hit
goal
the chat,
is,
man. Or yeah, do your thing.
oh, look at that. Love, yes. Duck fat fries. I love it. What about hamburgular? Why is food so good? Yes, I know. That leads me to a whole nother thing. So, a lot of people, they say, oh, I'm a sugar guy, or I like fatty meats. That's my brother. He loves fatty meats. Some people, they just can't stay away from carbs. I suffer from that seafood thing, man. I see that food, I eat it. It don't matter what it is. I love fat. I love carbs. I love sugar. I love it all. Everything. Just eat massive portions of it all the time.
Yeah.
And that's why I really, 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 really love the Anabolic Kitchen. Because if you like me and you like to have large volumes of food and you don't like to sit there and hate yourself after you eat it, man, this is the meal plan for you. So I did say I show love to Jimmy Leach. I also want to show love to two people. They're big on YouTube. One's name is Greg Doucette, and the other one's name is Remington James. And Remington James is who I've been following for years. And he found Greg Doucette during the whole COVID thing. And honestly, finding these new meals is what kind of revolutionized and brought him back in his channel. He has like skyrocketed numbers. But a lot of times I reference a lot of things he does. Sometimes I come up with ideas myself. I edit what he does, Greg Doucette. And the thing is, he always says this one thing: you can have pretty much whatever you want if you make the better choice. And I mean, you're going to see a lot of that today. I show you my pizza. A reason why I selected the pizza thing is because, I mean, who doesn't love pizza, right? Everybody, you're having friends over, you're having family over, it's a late night, the game's coming on, there's a party, whatever it is, pizza, let's go, right? And what do we all know? Full of fat, full of carbs, is not doing anything good for anybody. And sodium is outrageously high. I mean, just eat that and you go into a food coma and you hate yourself in the morning. And you're like, okay, well, I'll get back starting next week and I'm just going to cut it all out again, right? Until you do it again because you know you're going to because you can't stop. So that's what I was saying about me overall. Like I was the kind of guy who I've been through every kind of diet, you name it. I've done JG. Do you remember we talked about sweating with the oldies?
Hey, I hit sweating with the oldies in the 80s. Richard Simmons. I was proud of that workout, dude. I was like living that life for an entire summer at my cousin's house. Everything,
Do you
dude.
remember when you told me that and I said, me
Who?
too?
Hey, let's go chat.
Me too. Sweat.
Who has done sweat with the oldies in this chat? I feel like we got a couple people that are absolutely in the know on this. Yeah, well, Back in the day, I don't know what I used to wear. Yep, see Richard Simmons. Yep, Kelly knows about it. Sweating with
Yep.
the oldies, and I think there was like
I
sequels
remember
too.
Let's Sweat. He was
Luke
killing it.
Dakota. Yep. Shit. Oh, come
Oh
on,
man.
Brian. I know you did it.
Yeah, I remember my parents bought the video and we were all sitting there trying to do it.
Oh
And then we
yeah.
go order Kentucky Fried Chicken right afterwards. What did we even do? What did we
Right.
even do? So yeah, but yeah, like I say, I tried it all. I did Weight Watchers, which that's one I really like a lot. I've done Weight Watchers, I've done Atkins, intermittent fasting, bodybuilder, typical diet, all the things. And it's the same thing I did every single time. I did go for a while, then I got super tempted, then I binged, and then I crashed, then I gained the weight and some back every time. Anybody heard about that? You gained it all back and some? I can't tell you how many times I've been there. I've been there so many times. I was nearly 407. I'm sorry, I was nearly 500 pounds, 472 pounds. So I know clearly how that works and how that is. And so, what I like about the anabolic diet is what you're going to see is I'm going to take the things we love and I'm going to find low calorie, typically as high fiber as I can, and high protein options. Because the ideal thing you want to do is you want to eat at a caloric deficit. That's what it boils down to. That's how Jimmy, my trainer, he revolutionized the way I thought because he told me, I said, okay, Jimmy, so what do I got to do? All right, at the time, I believe it was like 3,500 calories is what my body burned a day. And he said, literally, I had the highest TDEE, which is your total daily energy expenditure. I had the highest he has ever seen in any client. And he's been at it for 20 years. He says, no one's seen someone burn as much as I do. So I actually could consume a lot of food.
Hey,
So he was telling me, yeah,
big
go ahead.
thing. No, I was gonna say talk about that because TDE is super important. What was your process to get that to the metabolic test that you took? Like, you want to share that real quick? Because some people may not
Sure.
be
So
in the know.
So what he did is he hooked me up into this machine in which it put into my mouth, and I kind of had to breathe in and breathe out through it. And it kind of just kind of oxidizes my blood and just kind of determines, what I don't know the exact science behind it, but I do. Hey, visitor.
What's up, AJ?
Hey.
That's the dude right there.
Oh, look, you can see yourself right there.
Yep, you're live, man.
Ah.
Look at that big guy.
Yeah. All right, now get out of here. Daddy's trying to work.
Right.
So so yeah, what was I talking about, JG?
TDEE, the process
Oh yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And if you don't know what that is specifically, what that is you have something called a basal metabolic rate, which means that's how many calories your body burns if you were just to sit and not move all day. If you did nothing, that's what your body would burn, right? So then your TDEE incorporates kind of your lifestyle, how many calories you burn in addition from like living your life. Someone who is let's say a mailman would burn a lot more than a secretary. Obviously them walking door to door, delivering mail, moving constantly on their feet, whereas someone 8 hours a day just kind of sits around and doesn't do anything. So their TDE would be higher than someone else who sits around. So it kind of asks those questions just to kind of figure out what is for your body. So it varies for each individual person. But once you have that figured out, then you can do something simply. I'm sure you heard that 35, that's my boy, 3,500 calories a week deficit is a net of 1 pound loss of fat. So that's kind of ideally where you want to go. And so whatever your TDEE is, which is what you would call your maintenance calories, you want to drop that 500 calories to get that deficit. So I know it's not sexy, but slow, sustainable change is what you're looking for. I've done it. How many times, JG, how many times we done those fast, fad, crash
Oh
diets?
man.
And we might have had big look, yo, man, I'm down 35, 40 pounds, right? Just to gain 50.
Just to gain it back, right?
Okay,
But there's my
gain it
minute.
back right away. But the thing is, if you do something small, I always say this all the time, the perfect is the enemy of the good. Do something small, sustainable. I know of some woman, I listen to her podcast all the time. She used to eat a half-gallon pint of ice cream. I'm sorry, half-gallon container of ice cream a day. Her first small sustainable change, she started eating out a bowl. I mean, think about that. You're cutting that. What? How much is a half gallon ice cream? Like 2,000 calories. I know it's about 1,200 for a pint. Was that times four? So it was like let's say 4 or 5,000 calories right there. Just eating 2,500. That's 2,500 less calories she's doing already. You know, no, it's not great, but it's better than what she was doing.
Right.
I remember once there was this comedian. He said there was somebody in England, and they're like, I eat 10 cheeseburgers a day. I just don't know what to do. I don't know how to stop it. And then he goes, ooh, ooh, ooh. How about 9? 9 cheeseburgers a day. What do you think? Think that
Right.
might work? I don't know.
Take it down
Really.
one.
And people do these like crazy like changes. They think like, in one day, okay, you're eating McDonald's, Big Macs and large fries and apples and apple pie and all that stuff, right? You eat that every day, and then all of a sudden, just magically, you're gonna just eat salad every day, 6 days a week, and then have one cheat meal, and you think you're gonna stick with that. We're only fooling ourselves.
Right.
I've been there, I've done that, I know. But I will say this, when you don't feel like you're suffering, because it's one thing expressing a bad behavior, but sometimes I feel suppressing it is even worse because I look at it as like a volcano that's the lava is just being held tight.
It's gonna
And
erupt.
if you suppress, you're going to suppress for so long. Oh God, when that thing erupts, it's going to be worse than when you were expressing
Oh, dude,
because you've
no.
been restraining yourself and you're going to go crazy. You don't even understand. You're going to hate yourself. Why do I keep doing this? I just ate 12 bowls of ice cream. Why did I do this?
With these
So,
too. Like those
so that's
those
why.
uh those moments are really easy to get yourself into. And Liana's on here, I
Mhm.
think, and she gets my ass all the time. But yeah, you know,
Jake and the cake. Have
Jake
you told
and
about
the
your cake?
cake. Yeah, yeah, she's always gonna get me, man. But but that's her philosophy. Like she
Hmm.
stays pretty fit, but it's because she's
Yeah.
really small in her portions, like very controlled on that. Where I'm kind of like, I've always just been restricted for periods of time and then go crazy. And again, that process is always there's always you lose 30, but then you gain 30 back. So it's like no matter what, it's
Hmm.
just never it's never a consistent process. So
Yeah. Hmm. No, it's true. And more than likely too, Liana has reached homeostasis and she is just eating enough to maintain, if not lose a little bit than what she already has. And it's a
mhm,
lifestyle.
right,
A lot of times we got to stop doing things like saying, um, I'm going to eat like this. I'm going to change my plan to this, right? And it's like, well, how long are you going to do it? I don't know. It's like, if you can't say, I'm going to probably do this for the rest of my life, or at best, at least for the next couple of years, then you're probably doing the wrong thing.
yeah, yeah,
The only time you should be doing something like a crash or something extreme is if you're competing. Yeah, I'm gonna run this thing in the Olympics, or I got a race coming up, or I got a bodybuilding show I'm gonna do, all that kind of stuff. That's the only time you should be doing something extreme because you're doing it for a purpose, something bigger than yourself. But my trainer Jimmy, he always says a lot of times people are like, oh, I got to get right for the summer, or I got to get right for this wedding, right? And he'll
right,
say, get right for the wedding. He'll say, get let's get ready for the anniversary. You know, you
right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? We're not doing this now. If he doesn't believe in that, hardcore, you gotta go hard, intensity. It's consistency over intensity. I like to look at it like the tortoise and the hare. The
100.
tortoise consistent at a consistent pace, and he beat the faster, more quicker hare by being
Old school
consistent.
story, but it works, right?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, really, really, seriously, just consistent. Because the thing is, and even times too, sometimes I get down. I'm like, oh, am I wasting my time? What am I even doing? I'll never get there. I got this analogy that it's like right now I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, and New York. I'm from Staten Island, New York, and to get there, it's like about a 13-hour drive. But imagine going on foot. And so
Excuse me.
if I remember that, if I start walking to New York on foot, how long would that take me? You got to look at it from that perspective. If you're going to take a long time to get there, it's not going to be overnight. You know, there's some nights I'll be there, and some days it's going to rain. It's going to be cold sometimes. Sometimes I might have to sleep under a bridge. I'm going to meet some interesting people. I'm going to meet some people who piss me off. There's all kinds of things that can happen. But the truth is, if I keep walking, if I keep taking that steps, eventually I will get there. It's like, how do you make a journey of 1,000 miles? By taking the first two steps. It's the only way, right? And if
Hmm.
you keep taking those steps and you eventually get there, you're going to have a story to tell. And if you have a story to tell, you're going to be able to help somebody else. And that's when you help somebody else. That's love. You're giving
That's what
love
it's
to
all about,
people.
man.
But you can take the fast way. You can take the airplane of liposuction, or you can take the crash diet. You can take that fast way and get there, but you ain't got nothing to tell nobody. You ain't got no story. How you gonna help somebody?
Right.
Yeah, I did this crazy thing and I got it all fast and I'm here. Well, great. And I'm talking to all those out there who struggle with this and have a hard time with this, because God knows I did, and I haven't arrived yet. I've taken this leap of faith, saying that I haven't arrived, but man, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there, and my goal, I want to be the Ronnie Coleman of transformation contests. That is my goal. I already know 4 shows up, no 3. I know I'm gonna do. There's a transformation contest in Texas. There's one in Atlanta, and there's one in New Jersey, and I plan on going and winning all 3.
Yeah.
So
The dude, the one in Texas, I think is Branch Warren's, right? Isn't that part of Branch Warren's?
it might be. I'm not 100% sure.
Hmm.
But I remember someone who used to live in South Carolina. She lives in Texas now. She stopped by one day at the gym. I think she was on a business trip or something, and she was telling me about it. She goes, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at this person who won it this year." I was like, "Wow, that's incredible." And so I
Hmm.
said, "Yeah, I wanna be." I said, "Okay." I knew I was gonna do something, and and also too, during this whole COVID-19 thing too, I found that I really like cooking. It's fun. It's very soothing. It's relaxing. You can be creative, and you can just kind of just go into your own little zone. And finding delicious meals that are good for me, tend to make me feel better. Go figure. So yeah.
Yeah, man. No, that's look. You really have found a passion in this, like because it started with the gentleman you mentioned earlier, their recipes, but you've really been building your own like for quite some time now. You've
Mhm.
really been making your like,
Yeah.
hey, it actually tastes better if you do this. It's less calories if you do it this way. So you're like
Hmm.
experimenting in the kitchen. That and that's why I think like, look, you've earned your spot for Big Lean's Anabolic Kitchen. Like this is your baby. It ain't. You've earned that right, man. So,
Yeah, 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 for sure. So, yeah, here I am. That's a little quick rundown of me, and we can talk more if you like. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hungry though. I tell you that. I'm starving.
yeah. I think we got to check out this pizza, man. So yeah, let's walk
All
us
right.
through it. So check out. Let's talk through the ingredients, and then however you want to take that process. Because while it's baking, we
All
can
right.
we can come back to some topics.
Okay. Oh, hey, sweetheart, could you get me the little ones for you? Are you eating? Yes. Oh, yes. Well, first things first. Yes, I'm a great chef, right? Preheat the oven. So first, we start off with preheating the oven at 350 degrees. I don't think so. No, go ahead, keep going, keep going. My wife doesn't want to be seen.
Oh,
You know, she's like James Bond. You should see
hey,
she's on the
it's
ground right now.
FBH fam, Crystal, we need you. Yeah, no, it's pretty. You can see the view, the angle on the laptop right there, or you should be able to.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it. All right, so what we're gonna do is this. Now, there is a way to make a crust, and I've done it once, and it was very good. But like I find, like life can be very busy. I work like 50 plus hours a week. I've got 2 small children. Um, it's just, and I'm trying to work on building a brand and a business. So a lot of times to take that time, maybe on like a vacation or something along those lines. But I found these crusts. I'll bring them a little closer. Most most grocery stores have some type of crust like this, but you got to be careful. You want to find the one that's about 360 calories for the whole thing. For the ladies or someone who has a little bit lower of a TDEE, you can get this smaller version right here. It's got about half the calories, maybe a little less, but it's a real good option just to making a pizza, a personal pan. And I make them fairly high in protein, somewhere between 30, 40 grams. For my own, about 60 grams. And I mean, who ever heard of that? Getting that much pizza, that much protein with pizza. And
What's the brand on that Big Lean so I can throw it in the chat?
this one is what, handcrafted, Baker. Well, no, Golden Home ultra thin pizza crust. But be careful. Make sure you look for the one that says about 360, 340 calories, because these actually, they look like the same thing, but there's some that have a lot more, like 500, 600. JG, you've seen those before, right? What I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
hey, probably gotten them a few times.
Yeah, it's like, nah, that's not the one. There's the one that's
Right.
lower. So I think they put less like oil in it or something along those lines, but just pure flour. But that's what I've done to kind of just have a good crust. You have that ready to go. So that is what I do for that. For tomato sauce, you have your choice. You can do, most places have some type of pizza sauce. Other occasions, you can just get yourself some regular tomato sauce, whatever you prefer, whatever you like. But these tend to be pretty low in calorie. This one, the pizza sauce, is a little higher. I mean, not by much, but it's 35 calories per quarter of a cup, or 60 milliliters, 60 grams, however you want to look at it. I tend to go with the ones that are about 25 per serving. I mean, it's only 10 calories, but eventually it all adds up. So I try to find as low as I can, but 35 is fine. But you want to watch out for the ones that are like 70 a serving. You got to make sure you watch these numbers. Then what I do is I put on my cheese. I found fat-free mozzarella. And a lot of people don't understand about cheese. Oh, when you're dieting or you want to eat better, you can't have any dairy. Well, this has no fat. This is just protein. You're adding protein, and you're getting the cheesy, just delicious flavor and taste. And you know that, I mean, what's a pizza without the cheese? So this is definitely a staple of mine. I buy about 4 or 5 of these at a time, and I throw them in the freezer because they go fast. Sometimes they're very hard to find. Am I right about that, JG?
Yeah, that's what I was about to tell you. That recommendation helped out a lot because a lot of times I would go to the grocery store. I try to get those packs of fat-free cheese, and they were never in stock, like ever. So typically around here in this area, at least, Publix usually puts them on there for 2 for $6, and I'll load up as much
Mm-hmm.
as I can, put them in the
Take them all.
freezer. Yeah, take them home,
Yep.
and they
Take them all.
last,
Take
man.
them all.
So those are crucial because you can put those on other stuff too. Like it's fat-free cheese is nothing but protein, right?
Right. Protein. Seriously, just protein. 9 grams. 9 grams of protein for cheese for a quarter of a cup. Now the serving I'm gonna do about 3/4 of a cup. So I'm getting 27 grams of protein in the cheese alone. Think about that. And then for my pizza, I'm just gonna do a pepperoni pizza, but I'm just using Hormel turkey pepperoni. It's literally got half the calories of regular pepperoni, and for the life of me, I can't taste the difference. I mean, I even thought pepperoni, turkey pepperoni was even a different texture. It literally looks the exact same to me and tastes the exact same. So for me, there's no reason for me to ever go to regular pepperoni again. So, but I literally spent the whole summer. There's 2 things I ate every single day, and I will record me doing this. I did for breakfast French toast every day, every day. I love French toast, no matter what. I just couldn't get over it, and I never was one to really eat it, but man, oh, it's delicious. And pizza. You can count on those 2 things and me eating every single day. And I broke my streak, but I think I almost went like almost a year or like 10, 11 months without even going to regular pizzeria. Because after a while, I started becoming kind of bougie about it. Like, regular pizza. I can make a better pizza than that,
Right.
you know? And it can taste just as good. Maybe not exactly as good, but still close. My goal is always, if regular pizza is a 10, if you can get it about a 5, 7, then that's money.
Oh yeah, money.
Because the fact is, if you don't feel bloated, it doesn't make you go off plan, and you feel good about it after eating it, I think that raises it up 3 points right there. So that really is an 8, just for not feeling bad after you eat it. So that's
Big
one thing I
lean.
liked about it very much. What's up?
Kelly in the chat are asking for delivery. Can we get a delivery of this? Right,
It's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost
right,
you.
right. We'd have to figure that out logistically, right?
Yeah, but yeah, no, yeah, I would love to, get these out. Give me a little team of people to deliver these around.
Right.
But hey, maybe you can come over. We'll make it for you. We have a whole party out of it.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, Halloween of last year, my family got together, and would you believe they were going to order pizza? But I said, you know what? How about I just make pizza for the family? And we had my healthy pizza, and I made my double chocolate brown donuts. Another one of my favorites. That was one of my favorite desserts. I haven't made that in a while, but
Future
that's another
show.
really good one. Yeah, I know. JG, I still haven't made those for you yet. You gotta see
I'm
those. I
ready,
mean,
man.
when you can literally eat 6 donuts and be the equivalent of one at Krispy Kreme
Well,
and
with
have
less
protein,
sugar. Less sugar.
no sugar, no, like less than a gram.
And have protein.
Whew,
Why not?
where did I do that at? And not even hate again, not feeling sick,
Right.
sluggish. Hating your life. Literally, you could eat my donuts after a workout.
That's what's up.
Think about that. Think
Yeah.
about that. So anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do this pizza right here. So you want to get yourself some pans.
Yeah, where do you purchase your pans at? Just Walmart, Amazon?
Oh yeah, I think we got these on Amazon. No. Wait, was it Publix? Where did we get these pans? I mean, it's been years. Food Lion? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Well, yeah, Food Lion apparently. The pans, yeah. Oh yeah, of course I know these. I was like, man, how do you remember that? Did we even go to Food Lion back then? Amazon, we ordered it? Okay, that sounds more likely. So then I'm gonna make this one for the wife. Don't worry, I washed my hands. I think. That's okay. She's been married to me almost 10 years.
Right.
All right, slide this over right here. So now I gotta measure this out. So a tool, if you're very serious, get yourself a food scale to really know what you're having. I remember a couple of weeks ago, my mother-in-law, she was, I forgot what it was. It was some kind of sauce or something. And she just goes, oh, well, it's not that bad. It's only, 40 calories, right? And I said, yeah, 40 calories per tablespoon. So I got her a tablespoon and I said, look, this is a tablespoon for 40 calories. How much do you put on your whatever food it was? I think it's chicken or whatever. How much do you put on your chicken? You pour it all over there, right? Everywhere, right? You're looking at about
Right.
150, 200 calories right there. Not even thinking about it. Full of sugar too. And it's so empty because, yeah, it makes it taste better, but doesn't add anything. And a lot of times it spikes your insulin, makes you hungry, want to eat more. So that's why typically with the anabolic diet, I try to find things where I can make as high as protein and high as fiber as possible to be more satiating, make you feel more full, and therefore no binging necessary. Let's start off with this. All right, for mine, we're going to do 180 grams of sauce. Oh, wait, forgot about a very key step. You don't have to do this step, but I typically put them in the oven for about 8 minutes just to let it crisp up with the crust. Do you do that, JG?
Yeah, no, I took that tip from you. So I would typically, put them in there for a little bit, let them get a little crustier. Now, it kind of depends on the crust. We actually been buying this fluffier crust that has worked only because I'll make like a half pizza for me, half for Olivia. Sometimes it doesn't make the whole thing, but that one doesn't do as well for the pre kind of crust. But if it's like that, I'll always put it in there for a little bit.
Got to get it all out. Can't waste it. Because my wife would kill me. She don't believe in wasting nothing.
Talk about that food scale, man. What kind of food scale you got? What do you recommend?
Oh, man. This was, I guess, like an early gift for me. It was like a Father's Day, something. I don't know. But my wife bought me this Taylor high quality scale. I'm measuring right. I know it's 37 calories. But take a look at this bad boy. Oh, yeah. It does hold. It goes milliliters, ounces, grams. I mean, you name it. It is spectacular. I'm very thankful for it.
That's what's up. And while you making that, I'm gonna try to put the background music back in there, man. Give us a little
Okay.
something to roll with. I
Okay.
just don't want it to drown out your audio.
Ooh, I'm telling you, I am so hungry right now. Usually, I eat 2 dinners a day. By the way,
Right.
you can do that when you eat almost 3,000 calories a day. Yeah, that's right, 3,000. And get the lose? Oh, it's like heaven.
Oh yeah, dude.
All right, that's 179 for me.
She likes a different type of sauce, or you just have multiple?
Yeah, I'm trying to use up what I have instead of opening a new one. I do have a new one to open just in case, but yeah, no, it doesn't matter. So for the wife, giving her half as much as me, I had 180. So 180 divided by 2, what is it, everybody? Put it on the chat. Whoever puts it on first doesn't win anything.
We're not up to prizes quite yet, right? Might get a free pizza.
BIGLean. There you go. I'll come to your house and make a pizza. Maybe.
All right, Migo with the first one, saying 90.
Thank you, because I really didn't know. I appreciate it. Put that in there.
All right, I'm going to
What's
text
up,
my
AJ?
wife to tell her to use cellular here. We're probably using all the Wi-Fi bandwidth right now with this high-quality stream. Let's go. Kitchen, baby.
Oh, it's ready. It's ready. 90. That. Okay.
Hey,
94,
Mita, I would love to put Pitbull on, but copyright is a big thing, so I can only play certain types of music that are copyright free. But you know, listen, one day we might get there to where we can buy some rights to play some Pitbull on air, right? Yeah, Migo, I see that red line, dude. I know I was a bad influence for you on those. Yeah.
Hey, JG, you mind if I get myself a drink?
No, go ahead, man. Look, we're with you. This is your show, man. Show us how you do it.
So, my drinks of choice. My go-to for a long time, Coke Zero.
Yes.
Because it's got no sugar and it's got no calories. And this is my recent one. Ginger Ale Zero. I didn't even know this existed.
Oh, dude, Liana loves ginger ale.
Dude, I will never drink ginger ale again. This is it. All right, so I'll go with you guys on the chat. Which one should I drink, ginger ale or Coke Zero? I'm rolling with you guys today.
Chat, which one? Big decisions, life decisions right here. You know I'm always going to say Coke Zero. I've never been a huge fan of ginger ale. Be Atomic throwing vodka in the mix. Right? Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
I want to do the recipe right for you guys, you know?
Right?
Yeah.
We got Mita with, she's saying ginger ale. You got to do it. Bowie, ginger ale. So, and then, of course, your Coda 5 throwing in the tequila. That's my favorite drink. Right?
Well, honestly, if I was going to do anything, I'd throw a little Crown in there, personally.
That's what you do.
That's what I would do. What you think, man? What if Canada Dry, I got a sponsor for them?
You might. Hey, you know what? I don't
That'd
think
be
anything's
dope.
off the
That'd be
table. I don't think anything's off the table, man. Because I drink it and they paying me for it.
All right, so next up I'm going to do is the fat-free mozzarella. And again, like I said, I'm trying not to waste things, so I'm going to get this one empty. All right. Trash you go. Open up. For this, for me, I'm going to do 84 grams.
It's not working here, baby. So go. Because Daddy's in this thing, okay?
For my wife, half of that. 42. 84. Come on, get in there. 86. It'll be all right. 87. That'll be all right. We will go with that.
Adam, you want me to change these background colors? Olivia, can you change Daddy's background colors back there? They want to see what these RGBs can do. We got you, B. Kelly's saying with that vodka and lime is a whiskey and a whiskey pig.
Ooh.
I don't even know.
I'm old enough for all that.
Hey, Olivia, everybody saying hi to you. Mita, Kelly.
All right, so we got the sauce. We got the cheese. Oh, no, I got to get my wife's cheese. Thanks for reminding me, guys.
Oh, you go. So you do cheese straight from freezer to. Is that a freezer drawer?
No, that's the fridge. This is the fridge. Down here is the freezer.
Oh, okay. That's a fancy fridge, man.
Useless fact. This is the first fridge I've ever purchased in my life. Not the house, no fridge. We tried to get the buyer, the owners to let us have the house with the fridge, but they said no. So we had to go buy one. It's a Samsung. I'll never forget it. We went to the store and we sat down, looked at the fridge, and I said, that one. And my wife goes, oh, yeah, that's good. And then she started looking around all over the store. So 1 hour later, she met me back at the same fridge, saying, yeah, you were right. Let's go with that one. There you go. But a good husband says, sure, dear, whatever you want.
Right.
If he wants to be happy, that is.
Dane Kelly said I'm 10 pounds heavier this week. This must be the beard. That's right. Plus 10 to strength. Giving me a little strength effort here. Okay.
So yes, we got the cheese now. A little different I'm going to do for my wife. I'm going to give her, she likes onions and peppers. So she got some diced up for herself already. And then I got some bacon bits. She wants a little bit of bacon on hers with the pepperoni.
You know, that's one I haven't done yet. I have not put bacon bits on that. Now, Anabolic, I love pineapple on pizza. I want to know how you feel about this, BIGLean, because Anabolic is like anti-pineapple as much as you can. Like, he thinks it's the most disgusting thing on the planet.
Pineapples?
Yes.
On pizza or just period?
Dude, I love pineapples on pizza. He despises it.
Well, I will say this much. You know, it is unorthodox. And it is kind of like, what in the world? Pineapples in themselves, that's one of my favorite fruits. I could eat those every day. Those and bananas. But as far as on a pizza, I'm very skeptical about. But we had a coworker. Can I say her name? Probably shouldn't say her name. I'm not going to say her name. But she, from Papa John's, she would get the pineapple thing pizza all the time. And she'd say, just try this. I'm telling you, this is good. I'm like, there's nothing good about that. Pineapple doesn't belong there. Because that's like a cow in space. It just doesn't belong. You're not supposed to do that.
This is crazy.
What are we doing? No, seriously, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? So,
dude, why would you do it?
Honestly. And so I did taste it. I said, all right, I will taste it. But then, you know what? You got to buy me a whole pie if I don't like it. I tasted it. I said, hey, I wanted to scam you and get a free pie. That's pretty good.
Look, B. Anabolic saying, ain't nobody on Staten Island or New York doing no pineapple.
He's right about that. I've been in the South way too long.
Well, he's up there in Jersey now. That's the only thing he's got to eat is pizza.
Whew, I'm getting lightheaded. I'm so hungry. All right, so we're done with the scale. So now, AJ, you want to help Daddy? Come on, AJ, come help Daddy. Oh, he wants your shapes? Okay, he's not interested in helping Daddy. He's interested in a toy. I don't blame him.
What's up, AJ?
All right, so. Oh, look at my wife. Oh, there you go. All right, so we're going to pour that sauce on for the wife. So.
Yeah, you got this process down pretty good. It's an efficient
this is one
process.
I told you. I've been doing this all summer. So this is one like I have a lot of other recipes. I got to kind of check back and forth with the ingredients because there's so many you just don't know what to do. So I just reference it. But this one, this in French toast, off the rip. No, right off the top, off the dome. There we go. Gotta just spread that on for the white.
Did you say basically out of the two choices, what the calorie range is on both calories and protein?
No, I didn't. I was gonna save that for the end.
Okay.
I can share it now if you want.
No, let's save it.
Because
hey, don't worry, Kelly.
About
we appreciate you being here.
Well, you know why not? I can share now if somebody wants to know.
No, I was asking more, but yeah, nobody's asked me, and so I think you can give that away at the end. We'll keep them on to the end for that.
Okay. You got to click to the next. You got to see this to the end if you want to know the numbers.
Right.
But if you wrote down everything I said earlier, then I guess you can calculate it on your own.
Hey, BIGLean, I was going to tell you
the right numbers.
That's right. Well, I was going to tell you too, man. I sent the link to your phone, but if you want, I could send it to Crystal. I didn't know if you wanted to, mom or any other family members you wanted to send that out to. But it's, if you want, just tell me. I can text Crystal.
Yeah, text my wife that and have other people see me live. That'll be good. He's got my JG's gonna send you the link that we're on, and if you want to send anybody else wants to watch me live, you can if you want. All right, now JG, here's where you're messing up.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I don't do this. So talk to me about this.
You need to put a little bit of salt on the sauce before you put the cheese on. I promise you it adds so much to the flavor. Not a lot, because I've done too much and it was overpowering, but just a little bit. Little hint of salt.
Oh, dude, I love salt all day.
It gives an extra flavor to it. And then just a tiny bit of garlic. Just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Go. There we go. Really adds to the flavor. All right, so now we're going to do our cheese. Ladies first, we get hers ready. And now what you want to do is you want to do half the portion of the cheese on initially.
Yeah, you got this thing. See, I'm messy, man.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to put in some of your toppings.
That's
Oh,
an
I never
impressive layer.
measured the, let's see. I need to measure this. My love, could you measure about 7 grams of bacon? They won't see you.
Come on, Crystal. We
She's gonna
want you to
measure
say
this on the
hi.
scale for me. Oh, she just won't. Here, here's a paper towel for you. There you go. There you go, baby. You should let him see your beautiful face. See how lucky I am.
Come on, stream, baby. If you take a call.
So I put a little of these peppers on her. She likes peppers and onions, that kind of stuff. That's not my thing. That's how you ruin a pizza, if you ask me. But hey, if you like it, you know, I'm not a big fan of vegetables.
You know what?
Actually.
Yeah, Liana got me jalapenos to put on there, and I've been putting those on a lot. It makes them really good.
Really?
I love that little bit of spice on there.
All right. Put a little onion and peppers on there. I'm gonna put a little pepperoni. Two, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually gonna put 10 pepperonis on my wife's pizza. Me, I'm getting 30.
Yes.
All right, sprinkle a little bit of her bacon. Okay, just a little more. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is put on the rest of our cheese. So you're gonna have a nice little under the cheese layer topping. Really creates for a wonderful experience.
That's what it's all about, man.
Mm-hmm. You really feel like you're having something. That's the key.
Hey, there's
when you don't feel like
Itchy.
you're suffering.
Itchy jumped in, said, "I'm hungry." Hey, can you? We had some new people join in. BIGLean, can you just share what we're working on real quick, man?
We are making Anabolic pizza. A healthy pizza option that you don't want to hate yourself after you eat it. You're not going to feel sluggish. You're not going to feel tired. You're not going to feel bad about your life. You're just going to feel good.
Kelly's out there repping the boxed wine tonight. She got those Boda boxes, I think.
A little bit more peppers and onions on there for the wife. Make it real nice for her. There we go. All right. Okay.
Yeah, you're next level, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I do not put this much care into it. Like, I gotta step it up, man.
As I said you messing up, JG. You need to come with me. So you want to save these, babe?
That's it.
Should we tell them about the paper towel experience? We're just gonna leave that alone. Because you guys notice a common theme about me not wanting to waste anything. You don't mind if I tell them a little quick story, do you? Okay, so I remember it's probably like 2011 or so. Okay, were we married or dating? Dating. So okay, this had to have been like before 2011, somewhere around that time. So I wiped something. I just grabbed a piece of paper towel and I wiped it up and I threw it away. And then I grabbed another one and I wiped something else. And she's like, she just turned into this giant dragon beast monster. And she just said, "Raw, why did you raise potatoes?" I'm just kidding. She's not like that. But we seriously bumped heads about that. What do you mean, like wasting it? What are you talking about? The paper towel. You made the wipe stuff up. Did you see Bounty? Look at the commercial. But she's like, no, we don't waste stuff. And we just kept going on and on about that. So we reached a happy medium where she kind of like takes it easy on me. and I'm more, cautious to take care to not waste things. Like, so I'm really using this. I'm not just throwing it out, getting another one, but she doesn't give me too much of a hard time about
Oh
it.
man, you're
And
gonna
that's
get me
how
in trouble.
that's how marriage works.
Look,
That's
you're
how
gonna get me
marriage
in trouble
works.
because we got the roll right by the sink, and I just blast through those things on occasion. And look, I get lit up by Liana with that on a
So
regular.
man,
So
you better just do what your wife says, man.
that's the goal. That's the plan.
She make your life a lot easier.
All right, maybe hey, BIGLean, hold on real quick. I don't on my
Sure.
personal. I do not have Crystal's number, so let
Oh,
me see if I can get it to Liana. That's on me.
we're gonna do 15 pepperoni.
B's calling copyright claims out there. Next level. All right, Itchy. Good to see you, man. Jump back in a little bit later. We'll probably take a little bit of a break after the cooking session, and then we'll probably jump into some gaming later tonight afterwards. So if you're just jumping in, hey, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We are in the kitchen tonight, and we're cooking an anabolic protein pizza. You got Chef BIGLean. The dude is chopping down pounds this year in a very tough year. He was able to, or he's almost at 100 pounds down. He took his life. He took the bull by the horns, we'll say, and has been just, dieting in a way that's just fit his lifestyle. So I don't even want to say dieting. It's just been your lifestyle, and it's been with these anabolic protein food meals, and of course with making sure that he takes care of his caloric intake daily to match his requirements and his burn, his daily TDEE. So anything I missed, BIGLean, while we're throwing it out there?
You hit it too, and it's amazing. When you said lifestyle, that's exactly what my doctor told me. So as a matter of fact, this is funny. Back in August, I actually contracted the virus, the COVID virus, right? So I am literally at the office like, ugh. And they're like, hey, you okay? No. And they're like, wow, you dropped a lot of weight. I'm like, yeah. And in my head, I feel like crap. I want someone to help me. Yeah. Hey, what'd you do? I ate at a deficit. And it's just like, could you help me? Could you give me some medicine? I'm about to pass out here. So, yeah, but they were more concerned about my loss than that I might have the virus.
Oh, they thought it might have been something being sick related because it was so massive.
I don't know. 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, let me ask you this, BIGLean. Do you get your blood work and stuff done on a regular? Like you do like a 6-month cycle, anything like that, or
11. Once a year.
Okay.
And I just had it done too. My numbers are all excellent.
Yeah, I was about to say, talk about that, man. So what was it like? I mean, look, and for those just joining in, you got somebody right here, BIGLean. He was, hey, Bowie says you look great, BIGLean. Tell the family hello.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You had somebody 7-8 years, almost 500 pounds, walking around with that much weight, that much tonnage. He made life decisions, made choices. He's got his beautiful family over there, and he's almost down 100 pounds. And it's because of ginger ale. Diet ginger ale, though.
Ginger ale zero, baby.
We're trying to get Seagram's to sponsor us here. Or is that Seagram's? Who is that?
Canada Dry.
Canada Dry. That's right. That's the one of choice. But yeah, man. So he's in the kitchen right now working on an anabolic protein pizza. They're absolutely delicious. We will have the replay up for anybody that wants to watch it and just see from a ingredient perspective. But Nightbot is dropping the ingredients in the chat, and thank you, Nightbot, right on top. And look, we got how much time does it take to bake these things?
18 minutes.
Okay, so we're about T-minus 20-25 minutes out from these being complete, and of course cool off period, and then we're gonna get a taste test going, a virtual taste test. But if you want to try,
What's cool off? What is that?
or if you just go straight for it, man, I can't eat
You don't
super
you don't
hot
you don't
food.
you don't just yank it out and just go for it?
Ah, man, I can't. My wife hates it because everything I eat goes from like the oven from piping hot. I put it in the freezer. I put it on a plate. I put it in the freezer. I let it sit for like 2 minutes and then I eat it.
Mm, you
Hey,
are so
Kelly said you
strange.
look awesome. Keep it up, brother. This
Oh,
is awesome. You
appreciate
see it,
that.
yeah.
Thank you. FBH fam, man. I do this for you guys. I really do.
That's right.
I
Dakota
always want.
5, all
I want.
claps.
Thank you.
Jacob
Thank
could
you.
run to the gym for 13 minutes. That's right, man. Telling you.
But yeah, well, I'll talk more about the doctor office, but we got to get these in the oven. Give you guys a nice look. That's Wifey's Pizza
Up a little bit. Yeah, there we go.
right there.
Ooh.
And here's Big Leans. Here's Big Leans.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
All right. Put these bad boys in.
And look, Migo said you've always been sexy, AWOL.
You better stop. Good thing
Right.
my wife can't hear you.
All right, pizzas are in. So yeah, man, look,
Yes.
you got that chat right there. I'll say you might even want to maybe even turn that laptop so you got a little bit, because it kind of cuts you off on this side of the screen from the chat and everything else. Yeah, there we go.
All right, what we got here? What's good, chat? Yay! So you're asking me about the doctor visit. So oh yes, and I'm sorry, JG. I was counting. So it's very hard for me to pat my head and rub my stomach. I just can't do it. I end up punching myself in the face.
No, I realized it was a bad move on my part. My bad.
So no, I don't think they thought it was sick related. They were just so shocked. It was just so sudden, because I never told people this, but I used to always dread going to the doctor, because every time I would go, it would be this long, drawn out discussion about why I need to do lap band surgery and some kind of bariatric surgery, and he would give me the pamphlets and the numbers, and he would tell me things like, it's just genetics, man. It's not your fault. You can't do anything about it. It's just, you gotta just accept it and just do what you can. And there was a point where I believed him. I said, babe, maybe I can't do anything about this, but clearly that's not the case today. And I'm gonna just keep going further. So when he saw me, he was just very impressed. And then when he saw me again, another 6 months later, I was even more down. I think I was down about 60 plus, almost 70.
Wow.
Then he saw me over 90. When he saw me the last time, he was just like, my God, you're down nearly 100 pounds. Wow. And when you said this, Jake, I made a lifestyle out of it. That's exactly what my doctor said. He said, it's clear you have made a lifestyle out of this. It's clear. And it's true, JG. It would actually take work for me to go back. I just can't do it. I can't just do what I used to do. Anybody interested in hearing what kind of things I used to eat?
Hey, BIGLean. I think Kelly is asking if we can adjust the camera a little bit more towards you. Is that I don't know. I know you got it set up a certain way. He's got this fancy mount, but let's see what's possible.
So
because honestly, I think you're okay with the, because you have all the ingredients on. I don't know that you need the.
Yeah.
You might be able to.
No, we don't need the thing anymore. Come closer. Let me lower this a little bit. How's that?
Yeah, there we go. Let's go. And it's got the logo right on the right in frame. That's what I'm talking about.
Cool. All right, so yeah. Anybody who wants to hear what I used to eat?
Throw it out there, man.
Here, what would I get at McDonald's?
No, listen. No. I'm not, Kels. I know you got our back. We appreciate you. Talk
Hey, there's
about it.
nothing but
Talk about
family
it,
in the
Big
chat.
Lean. What'd you used to eat at McDonald's, man?
Okay, so and mind you, this was just lunch. All right, so McDonald's would be a 20-piece McNugget. No. It would be a 10-piece McNugget because I got a double quarter pounder. Yeah, so a 10-piece nugget with a double quarter pounder, and then a large fry, and 3 chocolate chip cookies, and a small McFlurry, and a large soda. And that would be lunch.
I think you got Kelly hungry, man. She said, "Tell me."
That would be McDonald's. So today, you want to know what you know what I get now at McDonald's? I would say if I was in a pinch and the really only thing I could eat is at McDonald's, I would get a chicken salad. I'm lying. No way. I would never get that. That's disgusting.
The chicken salad? The salad?
Or not. It's not bad. Their chicken is actually pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
But no. What I actually will get from McDonald's is if I had enough calories, I would get the McDouble. I would get 2 McDoubles. And what I would do is one of the buns, I would get rid of it, just throw it out, and then take the meat and just double it up on one McDouble and have like a big meat McDouble kind of deal. And if I had extra calories, I would have like a small fry, maybe. But typically, just that double McDouble stack. And then if I got a little hungry after that, a scoop of protein. That's what I would do now. And that is about 550 calories and 40 grams of protein. With the ketchup included.
Bro, I like, I want to talk about that too. So there's an app you have logged into for like 500 plus days. It's an incredible streak. This shows your dedication, your commitment, right? Talk about that because it's actually improved your food knowledge. Amazing. Like your food knowledge, like you know in and out. So talk about that, man. And maybe we can share some love to that in the chat.
Yeah, MyFitnessPal. Who hasn't heard of it? Great application. I'll never forget. I think I came up with that. Well, I didn't come up with it, but I first logged onto it back in JG. When were we at the first stint at Northeast?
That was that's like 2017, I believe. Maybe.
No, that's the second. That's the second run in Northeast. Our first time.
2011, 2012.
2011, yeah, around that time. That is when I was introduced to MyFitnessPal. My mom once, I was on another diet that I was failing at miserably. And my mom says, well, why don't you just download one of the calorie counters and just watch your calories? And I says, yeah, that's a good idea. I might want to do that. So I went and just looked up calorie counter, and first one I saw was MyFitnessPal. And I've been using it ever since. Never stopped. Well, not never, but that's pretty much my primary one I use.
Yeah, man. Because what I like now though is like most foods, like you just with the McDonald's, calorie wise what you could expect. How that fits into your daily TDEE, and that's what's helped you over the last year get to where you're at right now.
Stay at that deficit.
And look, that journey is ongoing. But I mean, dude, being 100 pounds down is incredible.
For sure.
And look, these lifestyle choices. So if you need help with food, nutrition info, you can even get deeper. It has your basic macros, protein, fat, carbohydrates, but you can even get into the sodium levels, the sugars, the fiber that you intake, all that type of stuff. It's a really good app for that. So.
Yeah, my personal favorite. So yeah, no, you can do it. Definitely.
Talk about.
As a matter of fact, at the job on Friday, someone was sitting there saying, "Yeah, I got a hot dog. It's not that bad. It's not so bad. I mean, it's only got a hot dog." I'm like, okay, hot dog bun. That's 140 calories. I said, at a hot dog, I said that's about 130, 140. Okay, so we're at 270. What else? A little bit of chili. I said chili, about 100 calories. Okay, 370. What else? And it's like I was able to bang. I know how many calories these are. Or, wifey, remember that time where you showed me something and I said how many cups it is? I said, that's about a third of a cup. And you go, is that, you went and she actually went and grabbed a third of a cup and she measured it and said, dang, how did you know? So, if you've seen it enough times, you just know the portion.
Hey, BIGLean, we did have a question from Kelly about salt. She saw you putting the salt on the pizza. What do you feel is like, I believe the question was, what do you feel is excess salt or maybe a high level? And if I didn't ask that right, Kelly, please put that back in there. My apologies.
I guess you should just kind of like, if your doctor tells you, like, don't do it on your own just because you feel you need to, unless you just want to for whatever reason. But if you don't really want to but feel you have to, you know, I would say consult with your doctor. Me said I get my, as JG was asking me, I get my levels checked every year, and my numbers were like outstanding this year. They were just, their jaws would drop. They couldn't believe how well I was doing. And I do eat salt. I try not to eat too much of it. No particular reason, but I don't like run from it.
Yeah, that sodium potassium balancing out.
But another thing adding to that too, though, a lot of times I make my own food, so I control the amount. So, you know, just eliminating a lot of the fast food and, you know, other people putting their own ingredients in eliminates a lot of salt too.
Look, okay, so Kelly's actual question. Sorry, man, I derailed us from her actual question. She says, if you got scrambled eggs, would you rather have them with way too much salt or none if you had to choose? Give me all the salt. I already know how I'm going to answer that. I will take all the salt. Like, it's not even a question.
But the thing is, too much, like when I say too much salt, I mean like you poured the whole salt shaker in there. It gets kind of bitter.
Right.
You know, it gets kind of bitter. You put way too much salt. I would probably say, like, I probably would personally do it with no. I would just eat it. Just get it over with. Because remember, we used to do that. Remember, we used to do our egg white omelets and scrambled egg whites with nothing?
Yep.
Because of that bodybuilder, Jay Cutler.
Hey, I still love an egg white omelet. Like, I still love, you know.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I love it. I love omelets.
Love omelets. I usually do like grits,
big fan of
eggs, and chicken, and put it all together. Just mix it up in a big mush, you know.
Yeah, I like to mix my food too. Yeah.
But Kels, she said, way too much is OMG, but none is OMG. So that's a tough question. You know, you put a tough question out there for the chat. Anybody else have an answer? Throw it out there. It's a fun chat, man. We got a fun crew tonight, and we appreciate everybody being here. Yeah, man.
Yeah, really, for real.
We're seeing a few. I got my guy Pink Mist. I saw him jump on. He's usually watching me on the game side. He is a friend of mine, and he got a Warzone victory last night, man. That's not an easy thing to do. He got a solo victory, so you know, dropping in with 3 or 4 people is hard enough. He got one by himself, and that's a big feat. Any gamers in here know that is a massive feat. So. Props.
The BIGLean is not much of a gamer.
Retro and Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I do play old school. Well, you know, I am playing that Dragon Ball Kakarot thing, but that's only because I'm a DBZ fan.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Well, look, we're gonna pull a retro night. I actually have an unboxing I need to do live on the channel on FBA just for a TurboGrafx 16. And
Bonk's Revenge.
You remember it, dude? You remember that? Like, dude, that was the best.
80s kid, man.
It was the best, right?
Bonk's
like, you
Revenge?
remember?
Come on, man.
Bonk's in the mall.
Adventure?
You remember Babbage's in the mall? Do you remember that? And you would walk by and have the
Babbage's.
TV. What was in New York? Like in the mall, like the game store.
Dang, I remember going to KB Toy Store.
Okay, yeah, KB Toy Store was, but it had like other stuff, you know. It wasn't like straight dedicated to video games. But Babbage's was nothing but games, dude. It was the original GameStop. They had sold out to them later on in life, but they would always have a TV up in the window, had the plexiglass on the front, and they would always play Splatterhouse on the TurboGrafx 16. You remember it had like the Jason the Killer mask on. It was the dude. He used to go around and just bash people, and it would always play like,
wow,
yeah, dude. Like, you couldn't play something like that nowadays out in public. Like, they'd be like, no way. Like, but back in the day, dude, in the 80s, it was there, dude. heads were rolling on those TVs
all day.
Migo put Suncoast. That's right. That was a big one too. But that was still like a record / video game store. Babbage's was games. That was it. It was like the mecca.
Or like Toys R Us and the Wiz. That's where I would get my stuff.
Man, rest in peace, Toys R Us. How sad were you when that store went down?
When I saw Jeffrey die, I was heartbroken.
Heartbroken. All right, so we got a couple. Look, Bowie. Bowie and Kells are still going through life choices. The salt or no salt on the eggs. Bowie, I'm good with either one. I love plain boiled eggs too, but you know, my wife, too much salt can be added to toast, rice, or salad. And then Kel's letting us know 9th place in Mario Kart today. So this week, she got her first Nintendo Switch, and just became a gamer this week. So that's super dope. So she's got Animal Crossing and Mario Kart. That's what's up.
My sister loves Animal Crossing.
Does she play? Dude, we could have her on the show.
That's that game with real time, right?
Yeah, it's like, the weather and everything. It's like seasonally affected where you live.
The 24 hours is actually 24 hours. You have to go to sleep and stuff.
Oh, yeah. It's serious, man. Look, Chica, we could actually have her on the show and show off her island and everything. People are like proud of they're proud of it. Like it's a big deal, man. We're in. But that's it. Look, we're fitness, but we got gaming in there too. Of course, family.
And family. Like that Dragon Ball Z game that I play, my son, they always goes, AJ, you want to play? Who do you want to play with? Dragon Ball. Who do you want to be?
What'd he say? I couldn't hear him.
He said, "What? Daddy's gonna cook?" I thought it was so cool. My nephew, he said, "I want to get an apron and a chef hat like my uncle."
Oh,
I thought that was so cool, man.
That is cool, dude. I love it though. But think about that, man. Like what you're doing right now, that's making a big impression on him. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
And dude, think about like him growing up with hey, yo, we got a new follow. JGMuscle 59. I think that's my mom, y'all.
All right, I'll take it.
Mrs. Gillen. That's right. Hey, Mom. Thanks for that
Miss
follow.
G,
We needed
thank
it.
you, Miss G. Yeah, we did. What are we at? 29 now?
We're coming up, man. I think actually, Mom, at 29. We got one more to hit 30, man. We got to find that one more to hit that 30 marker.
I'll go tell wifey today. Make sure you follow us.
That's it. That's gonna hit us. That's gonna put us up one more. And then, what were we just talking about? We were AJ gaming or following in your footsteps. But look, dude, I grew up. Real talk. I grew up with an easy bake oven. Like my whole goal in life, when I was like 7, 8, 9, was to make the best brownies in an easy bake oven that I could. Like he's getting access, right? You know what I mean? Like I made the brownies from the easy bake, and I made no bake cookies. That's all I ever made. That's what I ate. Like, you know what I mean? Like 8, 9 years old. He's gonna see this protein pizza and be like, okay, let's go protein. Get into that. I didn't learn about that stuff until a little bit later, probably 13, 14, and made some big changes then. But growing up in those 80s, man, what was the TV dinners with like the dinosaur on it? You remember that? And always had a dessert in the thing.
Mine had a penguin.
Penguin, yeah,
Black
the penguin. Yep, there was a couple, right? Had the dinosaur, had the penguin.
Yeah.
It was like
it's like kid cuisine, I think.
Kid cuisine, dude. That was like that's what. I mean, dude, could you imagine what was in them things back then? I don't even know if they're still accessible, like still available. They probably got banned. Man. Hungry Man. Oh yeah, Demita put the Hungry Man out there, right? Oh man.
Every time I hear somebody was born in '83, I just get excited. That's an '80s kid, yeah.
Oh man,
Punky Brewster, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ah!
Dude, I'm telling you, like, dude, Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, time out.
It's ready.
What's going on?
Let's go, ready. Man. Get it in there.
Let's bring it back up. Let's get a little angle at the stove to see how this looks.
That easy bake. It used to be my life.
Ooh.
Can you get the angle down a little bit? Or you're going to bring it up? Never mind. You actually got the perfect spot.
Yeah, bring it up.
Ooh, look at that.
And guess what? I get to eat this whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing, for anybody that doesn't know like the calorie range on these, they're gonna lose it, man. Once you drop that bomb,
Okay, shall I?
no, I think you save it. Actually, here's the thing. Let's do a guess. Like put a guess in the chat and see what people think the left and the right, how much they are in calories and what the protein amount is in them. Hey. Mita, it makes me happy that you're here. You know, when we were doing, because we do a lot of gaming on this channel, obviously, but when we decided on the kitchen theme, kind of a weekly Saturday or Friday night event, I was like, I think Mita would love this opportunity. Because, you know, me and Mita always talking about fitness, different foods, because she's a foodie like me. But at the same time, you know, these recipes that you've been sharing have been just, dude, I'm telling you, I actually, Liana had to slow me down on the pizzas because I was making them every day. She was like, look, we can't afford for you to eat a pizza every day. It gets a little expensive, right? But, you know, I got them probably about every 3 or 4 days now. But it's helped a lot. I mean, I love them, man. And they're just, it's clean. Hey, we miss you too, Mita. I'm so glad you're here. All right, BIGLean, I'm going to let you go.
Here. All right, now we got to just have me eat this.
Living your best life. It's all you can do.
All right, guys, I'm going to put this over here. Give myself a little lighting. Let's see how you see me. How am I looking?
Look great, man.
Light. Christo. Oh, your pizza's ready.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna hydrate. So put a little mix in here. My preferred go-to is a JGMuscle HydroCharge electrolytes.
HydroCharge.
I love HydroCharge. Yes. Delicious.
So JG, what do you put on after your pizza?
Dude, I don't put anything
after
else.
It's cooked. Really, after it's done, I put garlic, pepper, and a little bit more salt.
All right, so you got look. I don't know if you shared that with me, man. I feel like you kept that one in the vault. You
listen, man. It's for the FDH fan, man.
Not right.
Anything for them.
Anything. The salt and pepper beard. That's right. You see him, BIGLean. Yeah, crushed red peppers. You know, you just actually made me think of something. Do they do like a fat-free ranch?
Yeah.
That might not be bad.
They do. That's what I put on my buffalo chicken pizza.
Oh yeah, dude. Buffalo chicken. Like that's my favorite.
Right there.
Fat-free ranch. There it is. Oh my gosh. Ask and you shall receive. Yeah, crushed red peppers is money. I love those too. You're probably like Bowie. She loves those spicy hits.
Ooh. I'm telling you, man, your boy is hungry.
Oh, put that up. Put that
How
up.
about that, huh?
Yeah. Wow. That's money.
Ooh. The best part. And JG, this is usually when you get that video from me.
I do. Look, he's been sending a few of these to me. I feel privileged. I get those, on the regular. Yeah, Mita, look, that recipe is in the chat. So Nightbot is dropping that kind of regularly in here. But those are really all the ingredients you need. We probably need to look at like maybe a follow-up vid with the just the instructions or something, like, I don't know, something, because I mean, I know you did this, but like some kind of quick version, so we'll have to figure that out. That's a problem we should solve. But
okay, we can do that.
You're eating it like it's chips. Okay, so mama said 200 calories. I think Kelly guessed 300 calories. So we had a few guesses.
For which one? For which one?
Nightbot come through. We got you, Mita. We got you. All right, so we're gonna guess. All right, y'all. So BIGLean's pizza. What do you think the calories are on that pizza? You can't hold that up again real quick, can you, BIGLean?
Sure. Well,
we had some new people enter the chat.
Already ate.
All right, so he ate a slice, but look at that pizza right there. How many calories do you think that is? The whole thing, everything.
It's about the size of an entire medium pizza.
Perfect size.
And my wife's is the size of a personal pan.
Hold it up. Okay, that's his wife's right there. $600. Adrian says 230.
For which one?
This is all for yours. This is for yours. So for the big one, yep. Kel said the big 1,000 and 450. Okay, so we got Mita put 2. She put 1,000 for the big one, 450 for the small one. Liana put 600. She's put it in there twice. We put it in there twice so we see it. Adrian, Yamigo's son, put 230. Whoa. Kelly's saying 360 for the big one. JGMuscle 59 is saying 350 for the small one. Hey, tell Adrian what's up. Tell him hey. Oh, Kel said the little one's only 125. All in. All in 125. So Little Lean's, she's so Bowie said Little Lean's pizza is 300. Calling Crystal's Little Lean. 200 for the big one. Okay. Mom is saying 200 for the big one. My mom is saying 200 for the big one. I don't know. Chat, what do we got? Tell us. I mean, I feel like I know we got a couple more in here. All right, y'all. So what we're doing, if you're just joining in, we are getting the calorie range that you think is in each of these pizzas. We need to count down to the reveal. I don't know. I gotta up my skills to add a countdown in there real quick. Hold on, let me see. Maybe Nightbot. Actually, you know what? Let me see if Nightbot can do a countdown. He probably can. Timers. Oh. Nope. Nope.
I must say though, this is so good. This is delicious.
Dude, it looks delicious. All right. Yep. I don't know.
What I like about this is a volume. I mean, what medium pizza are you going to be able to eat and not feel bad about your life? Tell me. Just tell me one.
Not Domino's.
Unless you just really don't care. Like, you've just pretty much given up. Like, whatever. I'm eating this. That's what it is.
Dude, you see this chat? Please tell me you see this chat.
What's going on?
It's just everybody, man. They're making me laugh. All right, so here we go. Kelly called Nightbot $1 Bob, saying because Nightbot banned her a little bit ago. So, all right, AWOL, I think we got to Big Lean. We gotta share, man. So calories in the big pizza. What is it? I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Well,
Let's do the big one for now.
well, before I say that, I wanted to tell you. Okay, do people know how many calories are in a pepperoni pizza, large pizza from Pizza Hut?
Pizza
Just,
Hut
just
large.
one, just one.
Migo says
Right
3,000.
For one slice.
Oh, one slice or the whole pizza?
One slice of a large Pizza Hut pepperoni pizza.
Large. Migo said 450.
Well, we won't do another countdown for that one, but I want to give context to why I choose this over that. Because again, this is something you can enjoy. It's delicious. You won't feel bad about yourself, and it won't be detrimental to your goals, right? So, one large pizza at Pizza Hut is 390 calories, 20 grams of fat, about 22 grams of carbohydrates, and 4 grams of protein for one slice. So nearly 400 calories for one slice, right? And you know everybody just gets one slice and are done, right? Right?
Nah,
No.
nah, it's a whole
No,
pizza.
we can't stop. We gotta eat at least two. You know, conservatively
minimum.
2. You know, but I know me. Me and my brother definitely used to tag team up like 2 pies a piece. No, I'm sorry, 2 pies between the two of us.
Oh, with ease.
So
with ease.
Easily. So that's why I mentioned it. So 390 calories for one slice, 4 grams of protein. But in my entire pizza, the whole thing, eating it all, and you know, I get like 3,000 calories a day. So for me, this would work for me, but it just depends on how many, what is your TDEE and what does your deficit look like.
Yeah.
But this entire thing is 723 calories and 60 grams of protein for the whole thing, right? And again, one slice.
Hold on, let me put that in there. 760,
Okay,
right? Is that what you said?
723.
23 calories.
For the whole thing.
And 60 grams
of protein.
And that's what it's all about.
For the whole thing.
All right.
Oh, and also the whole thing, 20 grams of fat. Whereas
20
one slice,
grams of fat, the whole thing.
For the whole thing, yeah.
Said no one ever. Mita says, whoa! Yeah, Mita, like, I got to get you this recipe because I know you love it. Kels is always...
And that's for my wife.
Oh, yeah, no, go. Well, I was going to say, Kels is always... She works with me, so while we'll be on conference calls, I'm trying to make a pizza in the background. She knows my pizza routine here all too well. Right.
So you have my wife's, again, 390 for one slice. My wife, her pizza is 333 calories and 30 grams of protein.
And hold on, let me put that in. What did Lil Lean? That's what Lil Lean's pizza.
Hers is 333 calories and 30 grams of protein.
Wow. Fat?
Probably like 10 grams, 10, 15 grams for the whole thing.
Look at that. And then Mita said that's exactly how she said it. She was like, what? So that's a recipe we got to get out there. And we got to get, I mean, the instructions were pretty simple. That's what's so awesome.
It's an easy one.
It really is. Mm-hmm. She said, bye, get out of here. Oh, it's real deal.
So think what I did for my family. Everybody, let's see. I had a pie. My brother had a pie. My brother-in-law had a pie. And then my wife, sister-in-law, and sister shared 2. between the three of them.
That's
And we all
awesome.
just loving life.
Right. Right. And the good thing about this, talk about like, because you have two different versions here, but you also make multiple versions. You still got plenty left,
Not
right?
much left.
And you still make multiple
Only three.
versions for your, because sometimes you might only have 600 calories left. So talk about that, like how
Yeah,
you scale that.
so I have a lower calorie pizza. This is my like medium. I also have a big calorie pizza where if I have like 1,000 calories or so, I have that for that too. Say I didn't eat that much that day, and I could just enjoy like a massive meal, or I could eat two of these. That's 1,400 calories for two medium pizzas. That's unheard of. That is unheard of. But yes, my lower calorie pizza is 340 calories for the whole thing. It's a big sheet, and it's 40 grams of protein. And that's when I have my lower calorie one.
Hey, big
That
lean,
that was literally the first. That was the first anabolic thing I ever made.
the pizza.
Just the low calorie one.
Yeah. We had another question for the crust again, the brand.
I showed them. Oh, you're watching the chat? Okay.
Oh, is she? Hey, Crystal. There it is. Yep.
He says, "What's up?"
Ultra. Where do you usually get that, AWOL?
You can get it from the Dollar Tree, right? Dollar Tree or Food Lion is where I get it from. But again, be very careful. You want to find the one that's 360 calories because there's a 500 and a 600 calorie one.
Mm-hmm.
And as you saw, this entire pizza was 723.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't want to get that sick. Yeah, you have like 1,000 calories. Hey, BIGLean said, find the one that says 360.
Right.
I told you. So check the labels. Don't just get it.
Right. So hey,
So good.
BIGLean, Phil, we got a few people jumping in. Amigo saying, say it in your WWE voice. But we got a few people jumping in the chat, man. You want to kind of tell them what we've been doing here tonight?
Okay, so I just introduced myself briefly, just to let you know, a guy nearly 500 pounds, down almost 100. Doing it I didn't do it fast. It did about like a year and a half or so. Did it in a very slow, sustainable way, and just changed the way I live my life in a sense that I could do this for the rest of my life. Like, I'm good. If I never get regular pizza ever again, no big deal. No big deal at all. And so I just wanted to kind of just, honestly, the diet industry, the fitness industry has really lied to a lot of people and has created very unhealthy relationships with food. Even if you don't necessarily overeat the food, you're afraid of it, and that's unhealthy. You shouldn't be afraid of something that isn't bad. Food gets these bad rap of that's a bad food, that's an evil food. And it's like the food is not plotting to get rid of our food supply. It's not trying to mess up our taxes. Like, why does food get this bad rap? It's not public enemy number one. It's not. It's amoral. Doesn't do good, doesn't do bad. It's like I was saying earlier. I had a buddy of mine. He said, "Yeah, I had this, and I only had a little bit of bread. The bread's not that bad." And I said, "Here's the thing: bread isn't bad at all. Bread is not trying to steal your wife. All right, eating too much of it is what's bad. That's bad. You're
Right.
overeating. You're overindulging. You're binging. It's in the Bible. Gluttony. Not supposed to do it. Right? So." I look from that aspect, and just it made me have a very healthy relationship with food in itself. I'm not afraid of it, and I shared this with some people. I know my wife was down nearly 30, my mom nearly 50, just doing the things that I shared with them, and I said, be healthy about it. Don't be afraid. Don't panic. Okay, so they brought donuts to the job. Okay, decide how many you having, or not having any at all, or we can go home, make an anabolic version. Just be healthy about it. Don't be afraid. And I just want to share that message to show. I feel like I found the secret sauce, the formula, the magic to make this sustainable and make you happy about it. And I just want to share it with everybody I can.
Oh yeah, man. Well, you put me on to it. Obviously, your progress. Look, we've been doing this a long time together, and let's talk about that because Kelly actually put in the chat. You got some really awesome comments coming through too. If you get a chance to take a look at that, I can read through these here, but thank you for sharing with us. Thank you. This is really helpful information. Kelly says, can't wait for my pizza to come, but more importantly, can't wait for your next broadcast. Keep it up. You are awesome. You know, Yum, thank you. Like so much good stuff. Of course, Mita was in there sharing some love. But there was a question about us and how we met. And, you know, for the company we both worked for at the time, and, you know, still do, we met because I had transitioned from Kentucky, Cincinnati, Ohio area down to South Carolina. And this was like one of the first guys that I met when I got here in 2010. Right? And I mean, the one
Mm-hmm.
thing, you know, in life, you just sometimes you meet people and no matter what, it's like a loyalty, it's a brotherhood, you know, or, you know, whatever, you know, relationship you have. But me and this guy were like right off the bat, he was just, he embraced me, man. And he was curious about me. I was curious about him. We were just asking each other questions, and we just friended each other very fast. And we separated for a little bit, not intentionally, but you know, in life you have moments with people, and some, you always have good intentions with great people that you meet. You know, you always have the intention of, hey man, you know, let's do this. Hey, when this is over, or we transfer stores, let's make sure we stay, you know, keep in touch, or we transfer states. But a lot of times, you know, that doesn't always happen, and you have to really be grateful for those moments that you have when you have them. But not me and this guy. We we separated, but we found our way back, and we've separated more than a few
Always.
times, and always
Yep.
have came back together here, like brothers. And you know, this idea stemmed back in 2013, 2014,
And 14.
2014, and it was a
When you
late
came
night
back, when
for
you came
us.
when you came back.
It was when I
When you
came
got back
back.
together again.
I was when I came back, and it was a late night for us in the environment we were in, and we just started talking ideas and creativity. And I was like, "Look, man, you know, fitness has always been a thing for me. Always was a thing for him, but it was always an up and down thing. And it's still kind of is. It's still something I'm figuring out. I'm figuring out that puzzle. But from a progressive state, definitely have progressed. Same thing with BIGLean. He's 100 pounds down. But that night we pitched the Fat Boy Hustle idea. We were like, let's build a brand around Fat Boy Hustle, and slowly but surely we've just been.
Wait.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
You know, you said I want to build something, and I want to call it. What are you gonna call it? The Fat Boy Hustle. I said, that's it. That is it. That is it.
Right, man. So you know, look, we're passionate about fitness, passionate about health, passionate about gaming.
And I love the most about your wife, how she was so supportive and really believed in us. That's what I it almost brings tears to my eyes. I think of wifey, and she's like, you know, I really guys think you guys do something amazing, and it's just gonna go so many different places, and you're gonna change lives.
Yeah.
Thank you, wifey. Appreciate your support.
That's for you, Liana. Right. Always from day one, right? Listen,
Always down.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't know how many videos I got of her being like, you know, why you working out so much, going to the gym, but you just gonna eat a cake once you get done.
But JG though, she did have a point though.
Oh, I earned that.
Eat an entire cake, and then go measure your brown rice. Like, what's the point, dude? What's the point? I know you're trying to watch your TDEE.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Oh, update.
Pizza is gone. Hey man, you got look, Migo put a really cool request in there. And hey, thanks Kelly. We're glad you like that story. There's definitely more to it. We'll probably share more in detail, but yeah, we've been brothers for a long time. But look, Migo said Taylor going off the basic training in May, he wants to surprise her when she gets back. So he's like, I'm ready to get on this. So he can have a great surprise. So we got you, man. We absolutely got you, brother. So, you know, we're looking at this doing like kind of a weekly cadence to keep everything, you know, just keep everybody up to date, what's going on, new recipes, all that good stuff. But who knows what else is going there. Look, talk about a couple other things you're working on, BIGLean. You're working on the life coach.
Yeah, so
certifications, all that good stuff.
Yeah, life coach certification. I'm a master weight loss and a master life coach. So working on that. I'm working on just getting a page and just being like a consultant with helping people. I think everybody can go to a gym, get a trainer, he'll tell you what to eat and how to eat and, what to exercise. But I really think it's a very open market for outside the gym, because I think that's that's really where the battle happens. The battle happens when, they bring donuts to work. The battle happens when a surprise party comes and you don't know what you're going to do. The battle happens when, it's a busy day and you're starving and the only option is to go somewhere fast food. And, you're doing keto now. And so you can only eat this. And so what are you going to do? Well, you're going to go binge out and eat a bunch of crap and then screw up your diet and then hate yourself and then gain all your weight back, like most people always do. But see, I want to be that space. You know what? We can call BIGLean. He specializes in this. What do? We're going to talk about it and we'll break it down. Let's make a plan. What's your 24-hour plan? And even, the truth is we're all going to mess up. Listen, I have not been perfect in this whole thing. Messing up is part of the process. We all think in our minds when we're going to start a new program that we're just going to be perfect from here on out and no days are going to be bad. And absolutely, you're not going to just lose the whole time. It's going to be up and down, up and down. That's just what happens. We just hopefully it's more consistent pace of down, for a period, but then a couple ups here and there. We want to keep those few and far between. But yeah, that's just me. Like I said, I'm building my brand. I'm working on a cookbook, working on a website, working on myself. I told you I want to do that transformation contest and I want to win it.
Yeah.
And win it big.
Love it, man.
I also would like to do motivational speaking and, speak at churches and schools and anywhere where I can just inspire people to be better, tell them my story, because, my weight is only a part of it, but that's one of the many reasons why I didn't really love myself too well. I did a very poor job of my own self-reflection and my own identity. And back in 2018, I made some serious changes. A book that changed my life called The Miracle Morning was a catalyst to me just changing my whole thought process and the way I see things. I've learned, it's not necessarily that it taught me something new, but it gave me a template on how to kind of live out my life, kind of pull it all together and how to execute, gave me a better means of that. But, finding that book, changing my perspective, learning to love myself more, I got so much healthier on the inside and I was just so unhealthy on the outside. And my goal is to let my outside match my inside. And, just sharing that story. I feel that was my purpose. That's my calling, and that's why I'm here. So, anybody listening right now, I'm just thankful for you, and I appreciate you, and appreciate the love and support. And if you can share and like my stuff, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Look, and you're 100% right, man. There's so many people on the inside that are not, not healthy. And, I actually glad you said that, because look, we got some special things planned for. We got Mental Health Awareness Month in May. I think it's important. We could actually have some really good, nice shares with some of the kitchen episodes we do there. And I actually want you. I put that book in the chat, but I think we could even expand on that a little bit more on an upcoming, on one of our podcast sessions or one of these sessions, whatever. Because I remember you sharing that book with me and just how much it made an impact on your.
3 years later. 3 years later, I'm still going strong. We're following the routine. Got myself a good accountability partner. We have been consistent for years now. We haven't been perfect. We have been crafting and developing and changing and updating, how to make this thing work. But we're consistent and nothing else. The most consistent I've ever been in my life.
I love it, man. And what about that support? I know you were going to give a shout, I think, to the number one support out there. We can't get her on the cam, but
I will, honest to God, say, after COVID-19, my biggest success came, I would say, from November 2019 till about August of 2020. And then I got the virus, and that kind of derailed both me and my wife. However, me, about a week or so in, I kind of bounced back and started back on program. Not so much with my wife. And when that happened, my results slowed down. I didn't stop losing, but it slowed down, and I wasn't as consistent as I once was when I had her on board with me back in December. But lately, she has been a monster. And I told her, I said, dear, with you by my side, I'm going to the Olympia.
That's right.
Nothing can stop me. When I have my wife by my side, man, nothing can stop me. That is my greatest support right there. And just her doing the little things she does, like I'm still hungry, but I'm going to bed. And you know what? I said, me too. I'm just gonna go to bed too. That kind of stuff. She's always been supportive. And
Oh
she's, you
yeah.
know, I really love and respect her so much because, you know, here I am, this nearly 500-pound man. She never made me feel bad about myself.
Right.
She
Right.
never, she never made fun of me. She never made me feel funny. She just wanted me to be healthy and she wanted me to be alive for our children. And,
Hmm.
you know, for that, you know, it's just, I'll never forget that, ever. Always remind myself of that. And she's a pretty girl too. I know it's funny too. A lot of people will ask me, "Oh, is your wife a large woman too?" I'm like, no, she's not. It's like what? Because I'm
That, you
fat. She
know,
has to
to
be
me,
fat
that
too.
is that's a crazy question. Like, who would even like think
What if?
about asking that, man?
Well, she apologized. She says, "You know what? You're right. I
Oh,
was yeah." She apologized, but I'm like, they're like, what does that
it's
even
kind of
mean?
a rude as hell question. Like, who
You know?
thinks
Yeah.
who thinks of saying something like that? Oh
Listen,
man.
man. With people, there's just no telling, man. There's no telling. But you know what? That's one of those things. Listen, you have a choice. You could either choose to let someone who doesn't matter ruin your day, or you can brush it off and move on.
Oh man, dude. And you know what? That happens all too often, man. You know, people that do, and you have to say that because they don't. Opinions. I don't even want to look. I got to be careful, but
I feel you.
yeah,
You know,
it
nah, man, you,
happens.
you can't just somebody just says something, man. I mean, really, it's your choice. I can have run around to, can you believe this girl? She told me, blah blah blah. She did it. I could have done that, or I could have, treated it as it deserved, like
Hmm.
nothing.
Nothing.
And I know it hurts on the inside. You feel it, like I hate it, but you gotta let that go.
Gotta let it
You
go.
know, there's two ways. On a more religious tip, you can like cast it out, like they say in 2 Corinthians 10:5, or you can be more like science wise, and you could just say, wrong thought, right. That is the wrong thought. The right thought is blah blah blah.
Hmm.
However way we would spin it, but like I've merged spirituality and science together, and it's kind of like how I process things in a very
Yep.
healthy way.
Yep. Yeah. Why not?
Mm.
Well, listen, man. It's been a hell of a night.
Mm.
Anything else you
Can't blame
got?
you, man.
Before we, is there anything we owe
Other
the
than
chat?
other thing, I'm gonna wrap this up with a strawberry donut. Nope. I
I
am
thought
eating
you had a
that.
recipe, maybe. I thought, not yet.
Yeah. If people would suggest some stuff, I don't know if you have like an email or something where they can suggest what they want to see
I
next.
think we can open that up. We'll give Chad a second
Mm.
here because since we're about to close out the stream for the night, anything that you all would like to see in the coming weeks, maybe we'll even start we could probably do like a Google form or something where people can massively input it. We could put it across because you got Big Lean on all the platforms pretty much, and then you got FBH on Twitch
Mm.
and Twitter, but they do run hand in hand. So let me do this. Actually, Nightbot's putting it in there. So if you got Instagram, go to Big Lean Fitness, all one. If you have Facebook, go Big Lean Space Fitness, and then if you have YouTube, and that's where some really awesome videos are pumping out. The replay for this will actually be on the YouTube. I think we just got to figure out the FBH password to put it on there. I think we lost that password somewhere. Like I feel like we have it. We just got to find it. But
I probably have it. I probably have it somewhere.
if not, no worries. It'll be under Big Lean Space Fitness for YouTube. And look, we'll have this whole 2-hour session to go back and watch. You can fast forward it if you want. You guys are being real customers right now. What is Migo coming at us for right now? So, because we're pitching our sites, right? Yeah. So, but listen, we just want to make sure you got access, man, to the
Mm.
FBH Big Lean world. Oh, forgot the password. Okay, he's clowning us because we forgot the password. Well, you gotta think. Look, it took us a little bit to get here because we've been, like
Mhm.
Big Lean said, 2014 is when we started this idea. We went through different phases, lots of ups and downs, and ultimately,
Especially, I loved our bodybuilding.com contest that we failed every time
dude, I submitted my stuff. I just never wanted anything.
at. Okay. Yeah,
Now, but you
we
know what's
failed every
funny
time.
is it's actually what you said. 3 months, awesome. 3 months later, I gradually slowly go back up. And that's why Leona was always clowning on my ass about like, how you going to, you know, do the diet, do the 3 months, go hard, tan, everything, and then 3 months later go back to your shape that you were prior to the show. So, you know, it's an all too familiar story. But look, this puzzle that we've been in, you got an unlock key here that you've been rolling. So,
boom. Eat pizza and lose. Unbelievable. Right. But if I lived it. I lived it, seriously. I live it. As you can see, I really actually eat this because I sat and ate it in front of you. Just wanted to show you. Even though people say stuff, but they don't actually do it.
Yeah.
I eat this all the time.
Right. Yeah. Shit's good. Like 100%. It is good.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
So, all right, man. Chad, anything else before we dip? And then you have some closing you want to put out there, right?
Just remember, anybody who is trying to do something, just remember that whatever's going to get you there, you have to maintain it. You can't just stop doing it or you'll go backwards. It's a lifestyle. So you got to change in your mind. Your most important muscle is your mind. You've got to change it. You've got to develop a healthy relationship. I mean, some people, I even know people who compete, bodybuilders, they're still very unhealthy. Despite looking incredible, they're very unhealthy. You want to be healthy. So, yeah, and also be the best version of you can be. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing. Always compare yourself where you were to where you are. And that's all that matters. Mm-hmm. That's all that matters. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed anybody who listened. If you got more questions or you want to hear from me, please check out my pages. Send me likes, subscribe, share. And yeah, hope to be back on here soon and we can do something else fun.
Amen.
Oh, one more thing too. And I'll give an update how much weight I'm down.
Do it. Throw it up. Throw it up there, man. You said you want me to give it or you want to give it? Oh no. I think I lost you, BIGLean. BIGLean, I feel like I lost him. All right, chat. Well, listen, last time I talked to him, it was 87 pounds. Now, it might be more. I'll let him follow up, but to get the inside information, give the brother a follow. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming out. Pleasure.